Hello Stampers, my name is Linda Bedinger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Denver, Colorado. And this is my buddy Puccini, who keeps me company in the craft room. And he's being very feisty this afternoon. Yeah, and we have a fun little card for you that is a friend card, but could easily be a Valentine's card or a birthday card, and it's using the Country Bouquet stamp set and the Country Floral Lane 12 by 12 designer series paper. And I was in a group meeting just the other day with some demonstrators that I meet with from time to time here in Denver, and this was a make and take that we did from that meeting, and I just fell in love with it. And I've got two versions of it, and I'm going to go back to the original version and to make that, and I think you're going to like it. Here is my card. This is the one that we made as a make and take in our meeting, and it says, "I just wanted to say," and then you open it this way, "I love that we are friends." I love that sentiment, and it's pretty simple. And on this one, this version that I did, I tried using some additional paper and changed, the biggest thing I changed was making this panel a little bit bigger because it seems kind of off-center to me. And so I made a version that is actually quite a bit bigger and does the same exact thing. And so I think what I'm going to do is make this version with this size panel on the front, but make it like this one. So what we need to make this card, and I'm just going to move these out of the way here so we can see, this is using Balmy Blue, and this is a Balmy Blue A2 card base that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4, and then I cut 1 1/4 inches off of one side, and we're going to burnish that and get that to stay closed a little bit. So there's that piece. Then we need another piece, and this is actually 4 1/4 square, and there is a score on it at 3/4 of an inch. And what's going to happen is this is going to go right here, right along that edge, and then our big white panel, which is 4 by 5 1/4, is going to go over the top of that and sort of hide that, and then that's going to close and come across here. Then we need a couple of pieces of designer series paper. I have this piece, which is for this panel, and this one is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to go right on here. Then we need another piece, and this piece is 3 1/4 by 4, and that's going to go on here. And then we have a final piece here that's going to go on the front, and this one is 3 inches by 3 3/4, and that's where we'll do our stamping here of the hearts. Now this is the stamp set that I'm using, Country Bouquet, and here's the "I love that we are friends," "For you," "I love you," "With love," "Happy Valentine's," "Just wanted to say," and then all of these versions. Now this is one that comes with a punch that you can punch out the these hearts and this heart and the leaves, and this is very versatile. There's a lot you can do with this, and I love the sentiment that said about being friends, and it's photopolymer, and so really pretty simple to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is to put my designer series paper here on the front of the card. There's my seal. And so I'm going to add some seal on either side and a tiny bit in the middle. And that piece is just going to go right on the front of this card. Isn't that pretty paper? I just love this combination. And the combination is Balmy Blue and Soft Succulent. And then this piece needs to go on next because we want to have that hidden by this piece on the inside. So I'm going to add some seal down this end, and then I'm going to put this piece in place kind of right in the middle of this piece here. And I'm eyeballing it, and I think I'll get it pretty close. And so that now butts up against the edge of the card. And we'll put that in place. Then I have my piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to put that on the inside of the card for writing your sentiment. And there we go, just simply like that. Now then, when this closes over, this was the original, and you see it comes quite a bit further over, and I think that looks more balanced. So next I have my designer series paper that I'm going to put here on this panel, and I'm going to add some seal and put this panel in place and put that in, and then I'm going to do my stamping. So I've got my stamp here, my piece that's going to go on the front, and I've got my Balmy Blue, and this is a 2-step stamp. So this is the flowers, and so I'm going to do the flowers in blue on the Balmy Blue. Get my mat here for cushioning, and I'm going to set this heart down right in here, and you'll see it's got quite a bit more room than the original one did, and I like that. So there is my Balmy Blue, my flowers that I'm adding there. And then I couldn't find my Soft Succulent ink pad, so I've got a Stampin' Spot, and that'll work. And I've got my stamp here that is the leaves, and I'm just going to ink that up with this Soft Succulent. And I'm going to set that down so that it is interspersed here. This is one where you want to take your time so that you get it down in exactly the right spot. We'll see how I did here. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? And it creates this little heart with the leaves and the flowers. Now then, we wanted to say down here, just wanted to say right down here, and I'm using the Soft Succulent for that sentiment. And so just wanted to say, I'm going to do that one more time just to make sure that's inked up appropriately. Just wanted to say, and then on the inside of the card, now some of you may not want to do your stamping and after you've put your card together. You'll want to do that ahead of time just in case you don't get it stamped exactly right. We're going to put this little flower right down here on the inside. Isn't that cute? And then we're going to take this other sentiment that's here that says, I love that we are friends. And I'm going to ink that up in the soft succulent. And so I'm going to add my ink there, and I'm going to put this kind of right in the middle towards the top. And there we go. I love that we are friends. Isn't that just pretty? I just think that is so attractive. Now then, this piece is ready to go on the front of here, and that ink is good and dry now. So I'm going to add a little bit of seal and put that in place on the front of my card. And isn't that cute? It's kind of a fun fold, and yet very simple, easy to do. And I actually do like both versions. There's another paper in here that's got little blue hearts. Let me see if I can grab it, because that was the other choice I was trying to figure out whether I wanted to use when I was mixing and matching the, and you can do this in the other two colors here, which is, I think, Petal Pink and, let me look at that. Yep, it's Petal Pink and Sweet Sorbet, and then Mossy Meadow to create some of these other pieces here. But this other paper was this, and I thought that would have been pretty behind this too. So lots of choices here, and you can do whatever you'd like to do. And for this one, when Terry did this card, she happened to have some of these gems, and I think they were from, we decided that they came from the Gnome stamp set in the holiday catalog. And she's just had some of those over, and it just matched the colors perfectly. I don't have any of those, so I'm going to be using some rhinestones here, and I'm going to pick up one of these very large rhinestones and put it right here in the middle of that heart, and then I'm going to pick up a couple of others and put one here and one here, and those will not stand out because of the layers, so I think it's a pretty safe bet to do that. Now, the only thing is this has no texture, and I like to have texture on mine, and you could put a little linen bow or wrap some linen thread around this end over here if you wanted to do something a little bit different. But I think this is sufficient. It's simple, it's easy, and very, very attractive. So that is my project for the day. And there it is in 2 or 3 different iterations there. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel today. I do so appreciate it. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, well, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Or you could join my team. There's a special deal going right now where you can get $175 worth of product for $99. Plus, there's 2 options for getting the mini stamp cut and emboss machine. There's 3 different options, and it'll be in the back of your sale abrasion catalog. And I think on my blog I've got a post which kind of explains it. And we've got through the end of February to do this. But $175 worth of product for $99 is a very good deal. And to also get the cut and emboss machine for basically $30 more. So if you got the cut and emboss machine plus the $75 worth of product, you'd be spending $129 and get a cut and emboss machine plus $175 worth of product. A very, very good deal. And if you'd like to chat about it, give me a holler. I'm happy to do that. And so that is my project, and this is today's iteration of this. And I'm really pleased with all of it. And I think it's just springy and light. And I don't know about you, but we're knee deep in snow here, and I'm channeling some green and flowers and that kind of thing. So this project really appealed to me. I will be back soon with more cards, more tips, and more projects. Oh, that reminds me, I've had several people ask about where to get some. I became an Amazon affiliate, and so if you order from Amazon using one of my links, it helps my business. It doesn't cost you another nickel. And it's just a simple way to get there through one of my links, and it makes a big difference for my business. And so I've got some links below the video on the show more portion. There's Stampin' Up! Supplies and then non-Stampin' Up! Supplies. And you can also get to it through my blog, which is Shop With Me, and it's crafty things. And there's all different kinds of things that I use. And I'll do a video at one point where I talk about what crafty things I use when I'm doing some of my projects. So again, that's it for me, and I'll be back soon. Bye.